Today I will be bringing you along with me during this beautiful spring week where I will be making breakfasts for the week, putting up some of the antiques we bought, getting our morning baskets ready for our preschooler, having Bible time, and trying this never-ending task of putting chapter dividers into my new Bible. Starting today, I am going to be making waffles. When I first started milling wheat berries, I got overwhelmed with making bread because there were so many options and changes that can ruin a loaf that took a long time for me to create. So I shifted my focus to easier things like pancakes and waffles. I am currently using a recipe from Grains and Grit. I did make some changes, however, because I found the liquid ratio to be a bit high for me. One of the changes I did make was only to use 2 eggs instead of 4, and I also used avocado oil instead of melted butter. I did splurge for this waffle maker. It makes 4 waffles at a time, which is perfect for bulk meal making. Also, as soon as I bought it, I dropped it on its side and broke the handle off. Anyways, after these cooled completely, I keep them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and yes, I do reuse the bags. This meal is perfect for my family, perfect for on the go, and my daughter, who absolutely will devour these. I don't always have time in the middle of the day or in the morning to make breakfast, so this is why I do what I do. I batch make waffles or pancakes for the week or 2 weeks, and I put them all in the freezer. This is the best way for me, and it takes 15 minutes at most, usually in between meetings. So this is what I do. It's just super easy. I found a recipe that my family loves, and that is, we eat them all the time when we go through pancakes and waffles, and I don't feel bad because it is fresh milled grains that I'm using in here, and maple syrup, not, table syrup that's just sugar with dye in it. So I feel better about my choices with this when I give my family and my daughter. So that's why I do, this is one of the bulk meals that I make. We started attending a new church and we love it. We started as they were going through the book of Jude, and now they are in Revelation. I am trying to get more into the word on my own as well and understand it, because there's so much that I still need to understand. I got a Bible for myself to take notes in, and I also started writing notes, which is new to me. I find that this helps me to remember, but also to recall if I ever need to go back and look on my notes or have a deeper understanding. I'm also listening to Vodi Botham's sermons on YouTube on the same book in conjunction with the sermons at church to help add to my studies. I believe that as parents, we should be shepherding our children into adulthood just as pastors shepherd their flock. And the only way to do this as parents is to continually be learning and studying God's Word. This particular morning, it was raining and cool, so of course I had to stay in my robe a little longer. I have this little basket for our daughter that I got from the Goodwill for $1, and I use this to put in her adorable morning binders to go through and look at the alphabets throughout the day. We are using Gentle and Classic curriculum, and she is not school age, so we are not pressuring her to do anything at this moment. However, she is showing signs of wanting to learn, so we foster her desire in these weekly binders. I have a little secret, and that is I have a lot of framed art, but I can't decide where to put it all, so it's stashed behind my couch. I did find the perfect little spot for this artwork. It's called Turnip and Carrots Hoe, and it's part of a collection called Cries of London. I originally had a mass-produced print of a Highland cow here that we named Brian, but we have since changed style directions, and we'll be hanging this in my son's room. I also I put this beautiful watercolor. Can't see it without my face in it. It's beautiful I'm putting it in the library. I made these curtains for my dining room, but I think these fit better in here. So I'm not going to show you the rest of the room because it is a mess. One more beautiful piece of wall art that we got, and you can't see how big this is, but this is at least 3.5 feet wide, I think. So this is Mozart in the court of Marie Antoinette. We got this down in Williamsburg, I believe. And this is absolutely beautiful. I love the style of this, and I Googled what type this is, and I think it's Rococo. So I want to get more art like this. And then over here, we have the French style prints that I got, and then I went and got the matching set right over here. I actually had my friend pick it up when she was in the area, since it is 2 hours away. So this, I think they fit perfectly. At first I thought it was gonna have a theme with reading girls, and I like this French style. And then I'm gonna clean this room up and give you a before and after. I was trying to figure out what to do with this gold bowl that I had shown in a previous video. And then I realized that as I was walking down my stairs that I had a leftover Christmas decoration on this little table, and I thought that would be the best place for this. I also had some old books that would be perfect since it seemed a little empty on this shelf all by itself. I got these books from my mother-in-law, and they are perfect. I also stacked a couple of these same style on my fireplace. So I think the theme throughout the house is so great. Okay, so this worked out perfectly in my dining room, as you can see, my peonies are dead. However, it reminds me of a Renaissance painting, so I'm keeping them in there for right now, and I'm gonna call it artistic.
6.5 hours later.
Artistic ability, I think? I can't remember. Artistic difference? I don't know. But these peonies in my mind dry so perfect, and this is the soup tureen that my mother-in-law gave us, and the the pitcher is right there, and I thought this layered look is just perfect, isn't it? So I just wanted to let you guys see that, how I'm getting better at planning and decorating my house. We have our rose garden and our perpetually falling down apple tree. I bought this to help fertilize this tree, but it doesn't seem to be working. And this is my rose gush garden. And our goal is to one day have a table in here, but for right now, it's just a beautiful garden. Ooh. So these are all David Austin roses, and they smell like sweet tarts. We've actually had people come and steal our roses. It's not as clean and as beautiful, however, it will be. I'm gonna come in and spend some time in here. I think it'll be beautiful. I know it will be because it is beautiful. Since everything is in bloom right now, I thought I would show you what our flower garden looks like. This is our perennial garden, aka our butterfly garden. And there is a mixture of yarrow. Those are my gladiolus. This are some tickweed, I believe, salvia. But I will leave you on this view of my garden, and I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me this week. And on this Memorial Day weekend, I hope that you took time to thank those who gave their lives for our freedoms.